Okay. Looks like we are now live. How is everyone doing right now? How is everyone doing? I'm going to bring this out right here. See who we got in the chat right now. 8 Pickle, hello there. How you doing, man? We're officially gonna get started in a few minutes. Just waiting for more people to join on the stream. Glutine Valhabitus. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Hello there. Ackright, what's going on, bro? How you guys feeling today? Whiskey. What's going on, man? How you doing? Thank you, man. Thank you. Frederick, hi. Hello there. Oh, how are you guys doing today? Bays West, hello there. Damn, okay, all of a sudden, everyone came in. All right. How is everyone doing today? I'm looking forward to a good stream. We're going to be getting started in just a few more minutes. Like 2-ish, 3-ish more minutes, we'll go ahead and officially begin. Outdoors and with Joe, hi there. Hello there. Silasondrini, hey, you guys should do build your build for a high kappa. Actually, it would be pretty cool. We've done high kappa builds before, not as many. Obviously with Rise we've done with rifles, but yeah, that could definitely be something we can do again. Noxley with the $1 donation. Thank you, Noxley, so much appreciated, man. Again, if you want to go out and directly support the channel, make sure to shop for all your airsoft goodies at Airsoft GI. We're going to go into and be starting the stream in just a few more minutes. But thank you, Nox. Much appreciated. Let's see here. How's everyone doing? I'm relaxing. How's your day going? Thank you for asking. My day is going pretty dang good. Very excited to go ahead and get the stream started. Very excited for the weekend as well. You guys playing this weekend? How are you guys going to be able to do that with this heat going on? Is it cooler in your areas? Have you guys been getting rain too mixed in with it? It's been very humid. Very, very humid. Are the possible winnings of the mystery box on website? Yes, Alex Smith. The things that you can win are stuff that we do sell at Airsoft GI. But again, the mystery box is only going for like a pretty dang good price, $174.98, and all these prizes that you could win, right? All the prizes that we list that you could win are on here. We list it all out. You are going to be winning something off of there. Yeah, we'll officially get started in like 1 more minute. Noxley donut, all you had. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. If that was, all you had. Hey, man, that means the world to us. That 100% means the world to us, man. Thank you so much. Mayo Gang SMG 5, maybe in the future. Bays, lots of rain. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. 1 minute, it's like throughout the week, it was like raining a few times. Like back where I live, and then it would just the end of the day, it would just go right back to sunny, like not a cloud in sight. What the hell, man? It wants to rain so bad here in Pennsylvania. Oh, that's funny. It's Fidel, my man. How you doing? All right, I think we got, I think it's 35 right now. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Storefront live stream. My name is Isaias. I'm going to be your host for today's live stream. For those that are brand new viewers out there that are just watching, first of all, thank you. Much appreciate all the viewership that you guys give us, to everyone. But if you guys aren't aware, this is a Q&A live stream. So if any of you guys have any sort of questions, feel free to let me know down in the live chat. Not the comment section, because I cannot see the comments. It's got to be in the live chat specifically. Let me know in the live chat, and if you can, please put the letter Q in front of your question. That way I'm able to see it more easily. Things can get lost in the chat, unfortunately. However, putting a Q does help out. You are more than welcome to ask your question more than once if I haven't already answered it. However, no spamming. That's kind of like all we ask for. If you start spamming, we're just going to end up having to kick you, in which we don't want to do that. So just ask a question once or twice, and then eventually I will get to your question as best as I possibly can. I've been playing for Airsoft for about 14 years now. So while I never claimed or professed to be a expert in any one field, I do know my way around quite a bit of many different facets of airsoft, and I do like to give my recommendations, and I have a pretty good track record on that. So feel free to go ahead and ask your airsoft questions. If you want to get my opinions on stuff, that's cool too. Maybe you get some airsoft knowledge on what to do in this type of situation, or if you want to hear some of my experiences from certain products, feel free to go ahead and ask, or hell, if you want to ask me personal questions, you are more than welcome to. I am an open book. I do not mind. Feel free to ask away. But as is tradition for all of my streams, I like to go ahead and throw in some extra promos, right? Extra promotions. Now, if you guys aren't aware, we do what's called a shopping spree giveaway, which you do it once every week, where any $20 order that you spend, be it online or in-store, automatically enters you into the giveaway. And we start the prize pot at $600. Yes, or 2 days ago, the winner for the shopping spree giveaway was announced, and they were there, thankfully, during the stream in order to claim the prize. It was $3,000, and it stacked to that amount. But we are starting again. We're going to be starting it at $600, and it's going to be going down this coming Thursday. Live stream starts at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the winner is going to be announced at around 6:45, 6:30. 6:30 is going to be the actual deadline for the entries to be entered. But right now, during this live stream, any order that you place, obviously during or for the GI Platinum 20th Anniversary Mystery Box, you guys were asking for it, you guys wanted it back, so you know what? Out of the goodness of our heart, we wanted to go ahead and do that for you guys. Any orders for one of these bad boys will get you 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. It's only going to retail for $174.98, and look at this prize list. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. You got LCT, you got G&G, you got the Mayo Gang MDC4 Mark II on there, which freaking amazing. Zion Arms, Classic Army. Again, such amazing guns in here that you do not want to miss. VFC, so much good stuff in there, right? Not only that, we have a ton of guns that are on a shocker deal right now. Everything from ASG, ICS, LCT, KWA. Like, there's some really good stuff on shocker deals. One of the ones that actually surprised me was obviously G&G and Tokyo Marui, but was this bad boy, the MP7. The MP7, holy shit, when is that ever discounted? Like, almost freaking never. So you guys got to go and hop on these deals while you can, because the timer is accurate. Once that timer ends, that is going to be the end of the deal, so make sure you jump on it while you can. These are 100% the best deals in Airsoft, right? But, again, any $50 order that you place before 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time will get you 5 entries into the giveaway, right? Again, that's going to be ending at 5 p.m. when the live stream ends. Any order for a $100 airsoft gun, right? Again, it can be, as long as any airsoft gun, gas blowback pistol, it can be a rifle, a bolt action, an LMG, doesn't matter. Any $100 airsoft gun order placed before 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the same deadline, will be getting 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So don't miss out, and make sure you ask your questions, or sorry, place your orders, ask your questions. Yeah, that's it. Place your orders before the end of the live stream. Again, we have been around for 20 years, and it's thanks to the support of you guys, and we want to give back to the airsoft community by doing the shopping spree giveaway. We're the only airsoft retailer that does that, so we want to reward you guys for, again, supporting us all these years. Because without you guys, we would not have been here all this time. And we're going to give back, and give back as much as we can by doing extra promos for you guys. Again, if you can't afford to go ahead and make multiple entries, maybe just go ahead and place the one order. If you know you're on the fence about what gun to get, hey, now's the time to go ahead and order, right? And if you were on the fence about the Platinum Mystery Box, let me put it this way. The last winner, Chad, who won the shopping spree giveaway, who won the $3,000 prize pot, he placed an order for a mystery box. That was the order, because he got those 10 extra entries. He got those 10 entries from that mystery box order. That was the order that won him the giveaway. It was those extra entries that came in clutch and got him the dub. So the promos do work. Make sure that you take advantage while you guys can. I don't want you guys to go ahead and waste the opportunity. Please, just do it. Do it. You won't regret it. I promise you. But with that said, why don't we go ahead and get right into the questions. Again, if you have a question, make sure to put the letter Q in front of it. Makes it a lot easier for me to go ahead and see, identify, and answer it. And I will answer it to the best of my abilities. And without further ado, let's get on into it. Okay, this one comes from Jackson. Best first DMR under $325. Under $325, the options are going to be a little slim, but there is a solid pick that I would suggest for you. For me, what I would say, if you really want like a legit DMR platform, I would actually suggest going with the Golden Eagle SR25K. Just wait for this to load. It's got to be the Golden Eagle SR25K, and there's a reason for it. The Golden Eagle SR25Ks, yeah, those are some of the field-ready combo versions. Those are actually really good, too. I actually really like the way those are done up. Actually, let me just try SR25K. Golden Eagle SR25. There you go. I don't know why I put maybe it needs the dash. Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, any of these Golden Eagle SR25s are going to be absolutely like perfect for your purposes. Because again, when you're starting off, these are going to be very, very serviceable rifles. However, not too many guns out of the box, even DMRs included, not too many of them out of the box are going to be what I would consider like truly competitive or capable of what their potential allows, right? These guys have a lot of potential, right? They are compatible with version 2 components. So you can find parts for these very easily. And again, these are very, very affordable. Some of these are on a shocker deal right now. Are on a shocker. That's absolutely insane, right? That is a deal that I personally would not miss out. $240, that's really good. And there's a couple different versions. You can get the peanut butter. That's what Bo and I call it. It's a tan, but it looks like peanut butter to me. You can get the peanut butter variations, or you can get the black variations, or you can get these with models with the retractable soft mod stock, or you can get the full stock. Now, I personally, even though I do like the soft mod stock version, the retractable stock option, I like the full stock because it does offer you plenty more battery space. Again, that is a bonus. That is something that's really, really cool. All right, I want to go ahead and give a shout out. Looks like Stitch got himself 5x chance of winning the Shopping Spree giveaway, but Kyle, Jacob, and Dylan took advantage of the promo and got themselves 10 entries into the Shopping Spree giveaway. Guys, they have the best odds right now of winning the Shopping Spree giveaway. You guys have to jump on it while you can. Right now, again, end of the live stream is going to be 5 o'clock. Might as well jump on it right now and take advantage and get as many entries, as many chances of winning that $600 Shopping Spree giveaway. Don't miss out. All right, but yeah, Jackson, that would be the best DMR in my opinion, honestly, under $325. Because again, magazines are going to be plentiful, parts are going to be plentiful. It's going to be one of the easier models to upgrade. Okay, Alex Smith. So does the Shopping Spree also go for people online? I never got myself involved with you guys. Alex Smith, yeah, 100%. It is going to involve everyone that's online and in store. So everyone that orders online, as long as the order is $20 or more, you are automatically entered. You are automatically entered. It's all through the order number. The only rules for the Shopping Spree giveaway are as follows, right? It has to be a $20 plus order, right? Now, obviously, we have some promos going on, right? Like, you definitely want to take advantage of these bad boys, especially these, right? Easiest thing right now, if you're already an Airsofter, just pick up some BBs and green gas, or even like a $50 gift card, and there you go. You get yourself 5 entries into the giveaway. You got yourself 5 entries into the giveaway. You place an order for that, right? Easiest way, and you can come back and use that at any point. But regardless, has to be a $20 minimum order, right? Online or in store. Once that's placed, once the day of the actual live stream comes around, that's going to be Thursday. The live stream starts at 5:30. Now, I highly recommend you guys watch it as soon as possible, as soon as it begins. The deadline to be entered into the giveaway period is going to be 6:30 on that same Thursday. During that same live stream, 6:30, that is going to be the cutoff. So all orders placed afterwards are going to apply towards the next week's Shopping Spree giveaway. But Cisco has the list of all the order numbers that qualified for the Shopping Spree giveaway, and it's completely randomized, and at the end of the raffle, usually around 6:45, he announces the winner. Now, you have to actually be watching the live stream, because if your name is called, we don't email, we don't send a message, we don't call. You have to be watching it. That's the main rule. You have to be watching it, so that way you can put down the order number and the last 4 digits of the telephone number registered with that order. That way we can confirm that it's you, because you are the only person outside of us that would have that information. So you need to put that info down so we can double check it, make sure that the actual person who won is actually claiming the prize and it's not a phony. But if you do all that, you will be winning the Shopping Spree giveaway, and it will be issued to your account. So it's very, very simple. We make it super easy to get into. And again, $20 order just to be entered. Done. Easy. Easy. Sure, I'm not missing anything. This one comes from Philip Horval. Is the SA Edge 2.0 worth the money, and what is the overall performance? I would say the Specno Arms Edge 2.0 is, yeah, I would say it's pretty damn good. I would say it's pretty damn. Here, we can pull it up. We can pull it up. Let's see. Specna Arms Edge. Yeah, going with the Edge 2.0s. Yeah, I have no qualms with them. I've used them. I think they're very, very cool. I think you get a lot of features right out of the box. Yeah, I got no problems with them whatsoever. I haven't found one that aesthetic-wise that I personally am a huge fan of, right? I think they are cool. I do like that they come included with the Gate Aster. That's really nice. Again, you get the rotary hop chamber, metal receiver, 603 Type 4 inner barrel. Again, I think it's dope. I think it's a dope gun, right? You are going to be definitely outperforming a lot of guns out on the field as well. And again, you do have the programmability options with the MOSFET there. I think it's cool. I think you get a lot of money where it's at. Personally, Is this my favorite above $300 airsoft gun, or do I think you get the most value out of it? Personally, no. If I had to be honest, you're going to get better performance, honestly, out of the Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark IIs, right? Personally, if you have the money for the Spectre Arms Edge 2.0, if you really want it, yeah, absolutely do go for it. You'll automatically, again, order it before the end of the stream. You'll get 10 entries into the giveaway, right? But I would actually recommend instead maybe picking up a Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark II. That is definitely going to be the better value in my opinion, especially at 315, and it already outperforms it in terms of trigger response and also rate of fire. I would say it's going to be a little bit faster, right? That has to do with the motor that it's using, but the gun performs fan-fucking-tastic. All right, let's keep going up. Answered that one. Soiga, yo peeps, what's up? What's going on, man? How you doing? Let's go ahead and scroll down to the most recent questions. Holy shit. 8 Pickle with the 99-cent donation. Thank you, 8 Pickle. Much appreciated, dog. Just getting into my... just answer. This is from Average 4 Gaming. Just getting myself into airsoft games. I have a Lancer TAC Gen 3, but need to get mags and some more, but want to know what vest weight to consider. I think you mean what best weight to consider if it should be heavy or light. Do you mean like BBs? So, Average 4 Gaming, if you're looking to get more magazines, pretty much the great thing about the Lancer TAC Gen 3, pretty much any of the Lancer models, is that they are going to be pretty much cross-compatible with most brand AEG M4 magazines that we carry, right? Brands like Echo One, PTS, I know they're very popular when it comes to their magazines. Even their own brand, Lancer, makes some really, really high-quality magazines. One of my favorite magazines, right? Let's put them up here, right? Let's go PTS magazine. All right. PTS magazines, you can get the EPMs. These have been very, very popular for a long time. The EPM 1Ss, the shorties. These are just dope magazines. Like, these are really, really solid mags. EPM 1s, 250. This is like... I believe this is the magazine that holds the most rounds in a mid-cap magazine. I think that does that hold the record? Is there a magazine that's considered a mid-cap that holds more? I think for most like common one that you can find, it's gonna be this one, right? The EPM ones are dope magazines. They are a little pricey. If you were hoping to save a little bit of money, I'd still get a really high quality magazine. What I would recommend would be High Speed magazine. Check out the Lancer Tactical high-speed magazines. These guys are dope. Like, I love these magazines. I love it when a gun comes included with. This is going to be the gun that comes, or should come included with your standard Gen 3 models. They're $12, and they keep up with high rate of fire builds, which is surprising, right? These guys are really, really dope, and they come in a variety of different colors. If you want to go out and get individuals, you can get green, black, blue. There's smoke, purple, red. I think they're dope. Personally, I'm more partial to the purple and the blue, but again, that's me. But you can also pick it up in packs, and you can get 5 for like $60. Actually, you get it even cheaper if you use coupon code 20th, save yourself extra 10% off. Just saying. 20th, that's 20th. Use that at checkout. You're welcome. But yeah, you can stack up on magazines, and it's just going to be a matter of what brand you like. But for the most part, it's going to be compatible with most of them. Some of them are tighter in the magwell than others. Now, if you're asking about BBs, if you're asking about BB weights, if you're playing outdoors, my normal recommendation would be stick with a 2.5. You can go a 2.0, that's fine. But I find it is going to be one of the more like inaccurate weights that you can get out there. Like, if there's even just a slight crossbreed, it's going to knock your 2.0 like right off course. I would say maybe start off with a 2.5 and then work your way up from there. 2.8. I think the most I would generally recommend for most stock guns, again, some deviation depending on the model, right? Every model's going to be a little different, but I would say the most that I would recommend like players use for their stock airsoft gun maybe would be a 3.2. You could probably go up maybe, but I would say 3.2 would be like, all right, you're kind of pushing at that hop-up chambers. Really got to put in some work in order for it to hop properly. So just keep that in mind. Bays West, what is a good plate carrier under $200? Very good question, Bays. Honestly, pretty much most plate carriers under that price range are going to be solid. Right, they all work very, very, very well. It's just going to be a matter of what style that you particularly like and you think is cool, and that's going to serve your purposes. Like, right, what is it going to be able to carry everything that you need? Are there aftermarket parts that exist for it, right? Because you can customize plate carriers. That's what I do, right? One of them that I do like Condor as a brand. I think their stuff is really, really dope. Right. Under $200. Yeah. One of my favorite play carriers, and I actually run them. I run the multicam black version, but you can get. Let's see if we go Coyote. How much is this one? Yeah, the picture's in black, but it's in Coyote. Like the Cyclone lightweight play carrier is one option. I run this play carrier. It's very comfy, very low profile. It's not like so small that it feels like, at least on me, right? Because like, I feel like I got a bigger, wider chest, right? Whenever I wear like stuff like a JPC style play carrier, I feel like I'm wearing a man bra. When I wear the Cyclone, even though it is smaller, it's not that small, and it feels a little bit more comfortable as well. It does offer a little more coverage, I would say, but it's not like super big or bulky. Quite the opposite. I would recommend maybe if you have a little more money, maybe go with the Cyclone lightweight plate carrier. I like those as well. And since that's definitely over $50, again, any $50, move that over here. Any $50 order placed before 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you get yourself 5 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. Just saying, just throwing that out there. But this is one option. There's plenty of other options. You can go down tactical gear. You can go plate carriers, right? If you're looking for a solid budget one, any of these would work just fine. It also depends on your size too. I think medium plate carrier. This will work just fine. Yeah. These quick release plate carriers, these are dope. Actually, I saw these on the website and I was actually thoroughly impressed with these. I do love that they have their own version of their like swift clip system. They have the quick release shoulder straps and cummerbunds. That's very cool. Like you don't see that very often. Like look at that. That's dope. I'm honestly gonna probably pick one up. Honestly, just a solid black one would be pretty sick. But again, they also make a solid tan model as well, and there is a multicam. There is a multicam option as well. Here, I'm going to take a look at that. I think the large version of that one is sold out, but the medium size should be okay. I wear medium size plate carriers, and it fits just fine. I would say this: if you're an adult large or wear an adult large size shirts, then the medium plate carrier should work just fine. But yeah, this is cool, man. Like this is a cool ass plate carrier. I would 100% run this. This is dope, right? And these guys retail for just $75. That's really cheap. Like a lot of guys will have to buy the plate carrier and then modify them if they don't already have the swift clips in them to get that like quick release placard, or they'll have to use modify it so it works in conjunction with chest rigs, right? Like Cisco's, which is cool. It's a cool system. But I think just having this preset is already kind of nice, especially at $75, right? That's what I would suggest. Make sure I'm missing myself. Alex Smith got myself Platinum Mystery Back. My man. Let's see. Average Gaming, is a light or heavy molly vest better? It ultimately depends on what you're looking for. The weight of the plate carriers is, I've never really felt a plate carrier, granted without any, like if you're just measuring the plate carrier by itself without any plates, I never really felt like plate carriers were necessarily heavy per se. They can weigh down if I feel like that's just more like how much bulk they actually offer. Usually what I would suggest for plate carriers, it's gonna really ultimately be up to you what you prioritize. Do you want something with full coverage? Bear in mind, the more coverage you have, the more it like protects on your body, the more cumbersome you're gonna feel. The heavier, I guess, technically the plate carrier will feel as well. It does make it a little harder to maneuver in CQB environments, which is why you see a lot of guys in the like professional CQB, like indoor scene, because they're playing in such tight quarters, they're using very, very minimal gear, like very lightweight chest rigs or even just the battle belt, right? Which it totally makes sense for what they're doing. So just keep that in mind. When the swag bag, the mystery swag pack. The raffle was actually yesterday. Answered that question. Army Matthews Muthill. I bought a black flash hider. Is it a bad idea to play neighborhood airsoft wars now? I'm gonna assume, Amy, you're asking that like you know what? I'll assume you're doing it seriously. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you're asking seriously. No, that is definitely not a good idea. Not 100% not a good idea. Here's the thing, guys. Like, we all love airsoft, and as cool as it would be, right, thinking about it, like, yeah, it'd be cool if I could play, on my street. Do not play on your street. Do not bring your airsoft guns outside in the middle of the street where people can see you. That is just nothing but a bad idea. It is going to tarnish the airsoft reputation. Airsoft has already had some people online that are really messing it up for everyone else, right? You see, like, cheater videos, you see all these different videos, or guys literally just acting stupid with their airsoft guns, right, trying to rob a liquor store or just bringing it out, and they end up getting shot, right? It happens, and it's not a joking matter. Like, I don't find that situation funny at all, to be honest. So just please don't do it. If you're gonna transport your airsoft guns, make sure it stays inside its box, or if you have any sort of like carrying case or like a box for it, like just literally anything, a storage unit, like whatever it may be, like make sure it stays inside a bag, gun box, or anything of the sort, so it's not out in the open. And make sure if it's going to be in the car, don't sit it on your lap. Like, people in the freeway can see you, man. Just keep it in the trunk or something, you know? Common sense. Treat it like a real firearm, especially if you have a black flash. Even if you didn't have the black flash hider on, even if you still had your orange flash hider on, like, guess what? People aren't going to really care. They see that, they're going to be like, oh, well, they could just put an orange flash hider on a real firearm, which, yeah, you could. You could very well do it. You could just paint your flash hider on your, or any sort of muzzle device on your real firearms. You could just paint it orange. Say, oh, it's an airsoft gun, right? Like, just don't be an idiot. Be smart. Treat it like a real firearm, and you're fine. Do you sell the Specna Arms grip on the side? I want to get one, but do not know where to purchase it. Specna Arms grip. Specna Arms grip. Let me see. Specna Arms. On the side? I'm not sure. On the side, huh? We're talking about the... I know the Edge 2.0s are sold out right now, but... on this one specifically. We're talking about that specific... grip, the foregrip? Well, they don't sell it individually, though we do sell foregrips. We do have quite a variety of different foregrips available, but we don't sell that one particularly. Not yet, anyway. Answered that one. Okay, let's scroll down to the most recent questions. Okay, Amy Matthews. Yeah, I'm serious. I only play out in a backyard, but it's visible kind of from the street. Personally, I would say don't risk it. Personally, I would say don't risk it. Unless your like backyard is completely fenced off and like no one can see it unless they're like going into like your yard, then I would say it's not worth it. I would say it's not worth it, Amy. I mean, yeah, no, personally, I just wouldn't do it. I would not recommend it. It's just not a good idea. There have been way too many incidents, and I would hate for anything to happen to you, Amy. Or any of you guys, any of the Mayo Gang, anyone just watching right now, and I don't want that. I don't want to wish death upon anyone, right? I really don't. Especially when it's something that could have been avoided, right? Like, got shot because they were carrying their airsoft guns. Like, that's tragic, man. That's, like, literally tragic. You have your whole life ahead of you, and you end up getting shot because you were being done with an airsoft gun, right? Like, so just... again, please make sure that you are treating it like a real firearm. Again, if someone can easily see it, just don't do it. If it's something where it's like, okay, your neighbors could potentially see if they're being nosy, I would say just let them know as soon as you bring your airsoft guns. Like, when I bought mine, like, my dad and I were, like, smart. He told me straight up, like, hey, you bought yourself your airsoft guns, go tell the neighbors, right? So he went with me, and I would tell my neighbors, like, hey, if you see me with something that looks like a something that looks like an MP5, don't worry, it's literally just me playing with my toy, right? Some of them actually wanted to see it, and they thought it was cool. So there you go. But if someone from just outside of the street, like someone just random stranger, can just see you from your backyard playing with it, personally, I wouldn't recommend it. Let's see here. What's the date on the stream for drawing for the entries? Alex Smith. Again, Alex Smith, we do it for the giveaway. It's always going to be the same date. It's going to be Thursday, starting at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We do it every week Thursday. It's literally done every single week. If you want more specific information on it as well, that way you can always reference it yourself. You can go to our website, and right here, Shopping Spree Giveaway. Click on that. And here are all the rules for the Shopping Spree giveaway. You can take a look at it as well. We have a list of some of the winnings on here as well. You guys can go ahead and check it out. It's all there. All the information is right there. Like, here, we've even taken some pictures with some of the previous winners before. Like, it's 100% legit. Like, these winnings are real. Like, they are absolutely real. So don't miss out, right? So all those are going to be right there for you to reference. Again, guys, make sure to pick up a Platinum 20th Anniversary Mystery Box. Remember, only $174.98. Automatic free shipping. Automatic free shipping. You get 10 entries into the Shopping Spree giveaway. 10 chances of winning the $600 giveaway, which could be yours, on top of already getting something dope. And the prizes that you could win from here are absolutely insane. Again, you got limited edition Arcturus models. You got the 240. You got the BAMF. You got the Mark 46s. You got the VFC 416s. KWA Ronin T10s, KWA Originals, Design Arms, R15s, and PW9s, and R15 SBRs. Classic Army Scarab. Again, there's some really, really good stuff on here that you just don't want to miss out on, right? So make sure you place your orders, and again, you'll get 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. 8 Pickle, what's the best AUG you sell? Ooh, that's a good question. I think performance-wise, between all the AUGs, they're going to be generally about the same. I personally like a lot of the variations of AUGs that you get from Army Armament. I think they look cool. But one of them that we actually talked about, I think, did the video go live yet? Not yet. The video that I host, I think it's gonna be going live next week. I think it's gonna be like the best airsoft guns that you can get under $200. This is my personal opinion. One of them actually was an AUG, oddly enough. Oddly enough. Anyway, AUG. Right, let's type that in. So what I like about the AUG itself, right, is that it is still a platform, oddly enough, that is still supported. You can still get parts for it. You can still upgrade these. There are many techs who have worked on these many, many times and will continue to work on them because they work very, very well, right? And again, they are using a version 3 gearbox, right? It is a version 3 gearbox, which I thought was always really, really cool. You do get that bullpup design, so again, you have a really long inner barrel, so you can swap in like a unicorn Type 4 inner barrel, and like you're pretty much set. Obviously, you can swap out motor, gears, and all that set, even compression set. So there again, they are a platform that you can pretty easily upgrade, you know, all things considered. ASG makes a few models. I'm gonna be honest, I actually really like this one. The Raptor. They have a 7-incher. I think this one's cool, right? Obviously, you don't have to go with this one. If you want more of a traditional, like, AUG setup, you can. I just think this one's really, really cool, right? And for 222.17, that ain't bad either. That ain't bad. I like the look of this. I like how aggressive that is. It looks like it's just like some type of animal, like a raptor, just growling at you. And I love that there's a full rail system around it too, so you can put more accessories on there. I think that's dope. But again, personal preference. You can go with what you guys like. Let's keep scrolling up. Average for gaming. Is a suppressor worth it? Ultimately depends on what you want. Like, if you're going for an aesthetic and you think it'll look really cool with a suppressor on your gun, then absolutely, I would 100% recommend it. Bear in mind, you know, mock suppressors can range in price, depending on the material that's used for the item. Is it like a QD suppressor? Is it something that just threads onto to the outer barrel threads directly? Ultimately depends. There's going to range in price. Some of the cheaper ones can start at like $20-ish and then go up from there. Personally, I think sometimes for me, I'm not the biggest suppressor guy in the world. I don't hate them. I just personally don't really use them too much. What I do like are tracer units that are either small enough to be a flash hider, or they're pretty big, so they look like a mock. They serve as like basically like a suppressor, right? In terms of aesthetics, those are what I like. To each their own, honestly. Another thing that people like to do is get a longer inner barrel, and then they'll use a suppressor to hide and protect the inner barrel from just being exposed. That's another option. Let's go to Ares. In regards to the plate carriers, there's tons of mag holders for M4 style mags, but I run Vector mainly, which pouches work well for them as they are so thin. You run Vector mainly. What I would suggest, bear in mind, it might not be a 100% perfect fit. I know Condor did have the SMG pouches. Let me double check. SMG pouch. Actually, these would potentially work for you. Maybe I would consider getting the MP7 style mag pouches. These are actually pretty dope, right? Even though they are in foliage. You know what? Yeah, I kind of dig the foliage. And you know what? Even if you don't like the foliage color, you can just rattle can it. Just rattle can it whatever color you want. That's pretty damn nice. A lot of the other like pouches options are going to be sold out. There's also this one too, the triple SMG pouch. If you wanted something even smaller, like this is like MP5 levels of thin. They are available. OD green, black. Let's see. Let's click this guy. It's a triple shingle. But yeah, that works, Molly. So as long as you can just have Molly accessible to you, you can get this to work for you. I've known a few guys who use MP5s and use this specific this pouch. It works very well. Works very, very well. That's probably what I would recommend if you didn't want to go with the hard style mag pouches. Those are probably the options that I'd go with. You can also still go with this. Yeah, the Lonix shingle in the single shingle mag pouch for SMGs. That'll work too. Pretty simple in design. It is a little pricey. I think personally for me, even though that's cool, and if you want to do it, then by all means go for it. I would personally go with the high-speed magazine pouches or with the triple SMG pouch. For me personally, because I feel like there's more value there. I would say just make sure it's $20 or more, so that way you get an entry into the giveaway. If anything, combine that, maybe get several of those, and get up to $50. That way you get 5 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. Just throwing that out there, 5 chances of winning $600, and you're still going to be getting all the wonderful stuff you ordered from Airsoft GI. Jeremy Wilson, love the Lance Tactical 13, or I have the Lance Tactical 13-inch Viking Pro, and it loves 2.8s. Yeah, 2.8s are solid. 2.8s are a solid BB weight. A little bit heavier than 2.5s, but again, they seem to get out and touch targets no problem. Average for gaming, much obligated. I've been trying to stay under $1,000 really. No worries, man, no worries. Jeremy Wilson, yeah, EPM1 currently is the highest mid cap. Yeah, it's crazy that we live in a day and age where mid caps can get up to 250. I know I'm gonna sound like an absolute boomer. I'm not that. I am old. I'm 27 years old. Not as old as Cisco though. Not as old as Cisco. But I remember mid caps being like, they can only hold like 120 at like most, right? 150, maybe. And then when the Lonix, I don't know if you guys remember that brand, the Lonix mid cap magazines came out with 200 rounders. I was like, yo, that's sick. 200 rounds? That's insane. And I remember buying like 6 or 7 of the tan or like dark earth mid caps that they had, right? The 200 rounders. And I was like, yo, this is dope. They're never going to make a magazine that can top this. And then a few months later, PTS came out with the EPM1. And I was like, yo, that's amazing. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Again, now that I think like, that's absolutely insane. They can't top it. Watch in a few months. It's going to be officially like released, right? Some magazine that's going to be like 350, like a high cap, but it's still going to be a mid cap. Like, mind blown. Okay. Yeah, EPM1's all day. Clutch asks, newbie here, what sidearm do you recommend between a $100 to $200 price point? Thanks as always. No worries, Clutch. Clutch, that's also a very good question. First sidearms, it's ultimately going to depend on what you think is cool. There are a lot of pistols. In fact, I would think that the majority of pistols and gas pulverized sidearms that we sell on our site are typically going to be less than $200. There are some, like the Jag Arms Terran Tactical Innovations lineup, that are going to be a little bit pricier, but you do get what you pay for. Now, with that said, I think you can still get a very, very good performing, solid pistol platform within that price range. For, honestly, my go-to is always going to be the Golden Eagle High Kappas. Right? Golden Eagle High Kappas, 100%. Are going to be absolutely solid. They're a great base for you to start building off of. They're a little bit snappier too. I don't know like what recoil spring they're using, but they actually do got a little bit of a snap to them, which is nice. But regardless, it is going to be a solid 100% TM compatible or TM spec high kappa that you are getting out of the box, right? Let's take a look at this one for example. Just an example, right? Yeah, 3515. Yeah, just simple. It gets real basic, right? Real simple. But you are getting a full metal construction. You are getting 315 to about 320 FPS. 31 round standard high kappa magazine. But you can use multiple different brands. Every like high kappa component that exists out there should be compatible with this bad boy. Obviously, just some fitment might be required depending on the brand of part you go with. Even then, like some people will say like, oh, my TM. Like no, even TMs you have to modify them a little bit to get certain parts to fit. We all know this is a common fact when it comes to upgrading high kappas, right? But for the money, $113.59 on sale, especially because it's on sale, dude, hell yeah, Clutch. I would 100% recommend picking up one of these bad boys, right? Especially on a budget, because the money that you save you can use on getting extra magazines, because we always need more mags, green gas, and BBs, right? Absolutely. Order one of these right now. Just saying, get yourself 10 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway, 10 entries into the giveaway. You know what to do. But there are other options too. You can go with something like one of my favorites, R32. Yeah, the R32. I think the tan one is still available. Yes. Yeah, the black and tan model. I really like the R32. I think it's dope. It's super comfortable. I love the sort of rubberized grip panel they have here. Lower accessory rail, standard 1911. I'm a big 1911 guy too. 1911s and I would say M9s are like two of my favorite pistol platforms personally, more so than high kappas and Glocks. But again, high kappas are definitely going to be number one as far as the most common platform in airsoft. But 1911s, you know, some of the parts are actually still interchangeable, even like are compatible with like high kappas as well. It obviously depends, but you know, bucking, inner barrel. The 1911, the standard TM spec 1911, very upgradable. Right, deserves almost as much respect. Right, deserves plenty of respect in that regard. And this one only goes for 101.49. It's actually very affordable, super affordable. Again, order that before 5 p.m. Get yourself 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Just saying. All right, keep scrolling up. What's the Michael? What's the best starter gun? MGC4 Mark II. Jeremy Wilson says everything you need in a good gun is already there. Yeah, that's true. Bear in mind, Michael, I would say it really depends on your budget and what you're looking for. Because again, some people are gonna say this is the best, some people are gonna say that's the best, and even me, like I'm sure my recommendations, even though they make sense, and I definitely try to use as much logic as I can in order to give those recommendations. Some people might disagree. Ultimately going to be up to individual preference and who you're asking. But if you had a budget that you wanted to keep in mind, I would say let me know what the budget is. But I would say usually for most beginner players, starter gun wise, you want to look at a budget of anything like I would say 150 and above. Although you don't have to spend more than $250 in order to get a good quality airsoft gun. There's plenty of guns in that price range that'll serve you just well. So my favorites, you guys already know. If you're an absolute beginner, I would 100% say pick up a Lancer Tactical Gen 2, one of these standard models, right? Any one of these, right? Any one of these guys, they are going to come included with a battery and charger. Again, not the best battery and charger in the world, but it's enough to get you started for sure. Like let's take this one for example, right? Again, this is the Mark 18 Mod 0, the LT02. B, quick change spring system, rotary style hop chamber, 603 Type 4 inner barrel. Battery and charger included, $173 price point, and you can get it even cheaper when you use coupon code 20th. 20TH, you get 10% off. Absolutely. I would 100% recommend one of these guys. I love these. These are very easy to work on. I actually, way back in the day when these first came out, I actually did buy one from here. I actually bought one and gave it to my little brother for his birthday, and he still uses it to this day. He loves that gun. That is like his best performing gun. He leaves it stock, and it works great. But a lot of our customs that we've built have been off of a standard Gen 2, right? Standard version 2 gearbox makes it very easy to find upgrade components or replacement parts should you need them. Magazine compatibility across the board, comes good with a little vertical grip. Again, that's one option. All these standard Gen 2s are going to be the exact same in terms of their gearbox and what they're capable of. It's just going to be a matter of like barrel length and then rail style as well. There's many different options. My personal favorite out of all these, though, would have to be this one. I need a good like back crack. Oh hell yeah! Then it's on a shocker deal. Absolutely. The LT31. This is part of the Gen 2 lineup as well. So will also come included with a battery and charger. But it comes included with the correct Daniel Defense Mark 18 style rail system, and it's in that nice like tannish bronze color, which it looks so good. Again, I had to spend $130 just for the rail itself, and now you're getting guns that already come included with it. I'm jealous. I am very jealous. Right, shocker deal for the next. That much longer for only $192.28, and you still get the battery and charger, dude. That's a hell of a deal. But again, there's other options as well. You can go with Arcturus. They are absolutely fantastic. Great quality airsoft guns out of the box. You don't get batteries and chargers, but actually, let me type it NY02. You don't get a battery and charger, but you do get a pre-installed micro switch trigger, 602 Type 4 inner barrel, quick change spring system, and an expertly shimmed gearbox. It's one of the very few gearboxes that come from the factory, because the factory is like one of the only ones that care about putting that much care and attention to detail in their gearboxes, right? When it comes to the shimming, that's really nice attention to detail that we all appreciate. This NY02CQ is a great platform. Again, not too long, not too short, serviceable in an outdoor setting, excels in a CQB environment as well. A jack of all trades. There you go. But again, if you had the money, if you absolutely had the money, yeah, then I would 100% recommend picking up the Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark II. This is like one of the best performing, if not the best performing high-end AEG that you can get right now, especially at the price point that it's being offered at, right? Only $315, all things considered, like considering what you are getting and the performance this thing is capable of, yeah, that is 100% worth it. And that was by design. We wanted to make a gun that was going to perform amazing, but was still relatively attainable to the regular player, right? Shoots fast, snappy trigger response, very accurate, got some really good range on this bad boy, and it looks clean as hell. It's also kind of a blank canvas, because you can do whatever you want to this gun. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and scroll down to the most recent questions. Prime Tech Customs, yeah, it's the small details, man. Is short, okay, Amy Matthews Mattil, short stroking my gears easy. I want to improve RF my gun. I've never had to short stroke it myself. I know like my MP5 way back in the day was done by the head tech. I would say if you're not super tech savvy or technically inclined, I would say it can be a little difficult. I don't think the process itself, in and of itself, is necessarily easy because, again, or it's not necessarily hard, but again, just the idea of disassembling the gearbox entirely, that's what's more daunting to me more than anything. I've done it a few times, and if I really had to, I'd do it again, but I'm not the best tech in the world. That's more the thing that I would say is harder than actually just short stroking, the actual process of short stroking. Let's see here. Sure, I'm missing anything. My plate here is 3 mag pouches, and I got another off belt plus 1 in the 6 minute. It ain't that bad. Evan, the Arcturus AK-12PE PU stock supposed to be straight. Okay, so it's going to be slightly angled, just because, again, if you are aiming down sight, they are supposed to have that like angle, so that way it's a little bit easier for you to actually ADS. Like, it's just the design of the stock. The one that we have in the custom showroom, it has that too. It has that too. That was one of the first things I noticed. Like, oh, interesting. And when they explained it to me, they showed me like, yeah, because when you aim down sight, when you go in your right, you're gonna be a little bit more space, a little bit more room, and it's a little more comfortable. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's normal. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, just ordered the VFC Samurai Edge. How does it compare to the Crytek Mark II? Personally, I've always been more of a VFC guy compared to Crytek. Although I think in terms of performance, they're going to be roughly about the same. I think at that point, it's just going to be a matter of externals, honestly, which you prefer. I think I like the VFC just a little bit more than the Crytek in terms of looks. But as far as general performance, they're going to be roughly around the same. Yeah. That's probably going to be that. And also, I think if I remember correctly, Crytek gearboxes, you have to mill out the gearbox in order to get like the aftermarket MOS, or in order to like start like upgrading it, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, this one's a good one. This comes from Fatsman24. Fatsman24. Nick, is that you, my guy? Is that you, my dude? Is that you, Nick? Nick Wah? Shout out to you if that is. If that is you, man. I'm glad you were able to make it on my streams, man. I'm never able to catch you, dude. Okay, this is a good question. What type of Reddit do you recommend for LMG? We're in the VS. Ah, okay, yeah, it is you. I know that's got to be you, especially with that gun. Well, ultimately depends too on like your playstyle, because there are actually, I know plenty of guys in the LMG scene that will like run, deadass will just run a little reflex sight on there, and that works for them. For me, because I find myself in a situation where I play kind of like almost like a midfield, where I can move up if I need to and be more aggressive, which I do like to do, but I know that I'm an LMG and my LMG does have quite a bit of range on it, so I'm able to provide suppressing fire at range, which is a really good asset. When you have that, I feel like being able to have a magnified optic that can go up to like, I would say maybe 4 times, which would be solid, right? Again, for me, you guys already know what my favorite optic is, right? If you have the money, I would say this, I would only recommend this if you have the means, and maybe you can go ahead and use coupon code 20th, maybe get a little bit off as well. Get like maybe 10% off this bad boy. Again, very pricey, I know. Let me cook. I love using this 1 to 4 times like scope, right? This L-can. It's great, man. It serves my purposes very, very well. I will always insist on running this on any of my guns that have a little bit more range, because again, that's just the optic that I really like, and it offers a really big sight picture. Now, you don't have to go with this one. You do not have to go with this one. If you are a little bit more aggressive, which I would say most LMG users should be, then I would actually recommend something that offers a larger sight picture. Let's see. Are these available now? I hope they got restocked. Let's see. Are they? Dang it. Okay, not restocked yet. They should be coming in soon. These Atlas Custom Works EG1s, those are dope. I would highly recommend picking one of those bad boys up. Another one that I would probably suggest. Let's go. Actually, if you just type in this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that'll do it. This one, this prismatic forward 32 compact scope, it's illuminated, right? I actually really like these. I actually tend to carry these a lot frequently in store because I know that they move pretty quickly. I really like these. These are going to serve your purpose very well. The eye relief is actually pretty dang good. Yeah, it's a little small. It does sit a little low. That's my only gripe with this one specifically, is that it does sit a little low. I would maybe suggest picking up a just a small little riser just to elevate it. Maybe just like, I don't know, maybe half an inch. And you should be chilling. Because again, it does offer a pretty decent sight picture. It is tube shaped, which is not my personal favorite. Again, I usually prefer like much larger ones than this, but that'll get the job done perfectly. It's all, at the end of the day, it's just like any other airsoft gun, right? It's going to be what you prefer to put on there. But again, having the slight magnification is going to be very, very helpful. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Answered that one. Okay, let's scroll down to the most recent questions. Prime Tech Customs. Well, that's a good question. What rate of fire do you prefer for your LMGs? Close to real or within the range of 20 to 30 RPS? So unfortunately, Wildlands does limit the FPS does limit the rate of fire for LMGs, and I'll be honest, I see why they do it. I personally don't really care too much or care for it when fields like to limit how fast your gun can shoot, especially specifically LMGs, because I feel like it's my belief that, you know, LMGs should be able be used also as a deterrent, right? Again, maybe that's just me overthinking it, right? But I like the idea of knowing that, like, hey, I have this gun that's intentionally meant to scare players away. You know, no one wants to charge an LMG. I mean, well, some people do, but, you know, suicidal. Anyway, no one wants to charge an LMG. Right? You're automatically gonna die, right? You charge an LMG, he's got a clear line of sight of you. Yeah, you're not going down. You're not gonna be walking away from that, right? Like, for me, I keep it typically at 30-ish max, maybe 32 at the most, but that's like it. Because again, a lot of fields that I play at do limit the rate of fire that you're able to play. Anything more than that, and they're like, nah. And which I understand why. I can understand why. Again, I'm not trying to be a dick to any one player. I'm not gonna argue with the field's rules either. Right, the rules are their rules. I want to play there. I gotta play. It's their house. I gotta play by their rules. Personally, I just prefer it when there's no limit on LMG specifically. But then again, I'm also the type of guy that I don't really care if I get shot with a gun that's like, you know, point blank with 400 FPS. Like if I die, I die. Right, it's my own damn fault. I should have got the kill. That's how I play. But again, I like big boy rules. Not everyone does, and that's probably for a good reason. Crytex are not my favorite, or not a favorite with the text I know. Reasons. Yeah, Stitch. No, I get that. Again, not bad. They're great guns. I just definitely could be a little better, a little bit priced better for what they are now. Coincidentally, the Cats have a slight angle on their stocks as well, but it works in favor since I'm a lefty. Let's see here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Are there any CO2 blowback pistols you would personally run and or recommend? Andy T, very good question. I actually really like this question, Andy T. And again, guys, if you have any questions, make sure to let me know down in the live chat. Put the letter Q in front of it. I don't bite. Don't worry. Not unless you want me to. Anyway, are there any CO2 blowback pistols you would personally run and or recommend? Absolutely. CO2 blowback is like kind of interesting, right? I do love running CO2 pistols. Again, could be also the size of the magazine, but it does seem like a lot of the CO2 stuff isn't as prone to like the cooldown effect that you get. It does seem a little bit more resistant to like super cold weather. I think CO2 is dope, right? And depending on the gun you get, it can actually shoot maybe a little bit further, right? Again, depends on the gun you end up getting. Again, personal favorites, I would have to say, are going to be, right? You got to throw them in there. The Elite Force blowback pistols, the 1911 that they offer, right? solid. These have been a champion for years, literally years. This was actually the second airsoft gun that I was able to buy myself, right? Was actually an Elite Force 911 because my buddy had one and I wanted one as well. And I remember buying, like, saving up money for it, and it got stolen. It, like, dead ass just got stolen. But you know what? It's fun. Like, and I think same homie stole mine that I currently have, but you know, regardless, it is a very, very fun pistol. I have another one at home too that I brought to Milsom West games. I brought it to regular walk-on games, and they are great, fantastic performing pistols. I want to give a shout out, looks like, to Daniel. Got themselves the 5 extra entries in the shopping spree. But guys, not too many people have been taking advantage since the initial batch of guys have taken advantage of it. Make sure that you place your orders. Remember, anything $50 or more, it could literally be an accumulation of things. It can be just for one specific item. Doesn't matter, $50 or more, and you get 5 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. Order any airsoft gun, $100 or more, that's literally all it has to be, any airsoft gun, and you'll get 5 chances into winning the shopping spree giveaway. You just have to make sure that you place your orders before 5 p.m. And remember, any orders for the 20th anniversary mystery box will be getting 10 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway as well, right? $174.98, automatic free shipping, and an absolutely stacked prize list that you guys do not want to ignore. It is absolutely insane, the things that you can win here. So place your orders while you can. But yeah, the Elite Force 911s, these are dope, right? Oh, they're on a shocker deal too. Damn, this is fucking cool. But yeah, you can get any one of those versions. They're solid, full metal construction. They kick like a mother. Lower accessory rail. That's one option, right? Magazines are going to be available. Even extended mags are also available, so very cool. My personal favorite, though, from them would be the Elite Force M9. Yeah, I love this pistol. This thing is fun, man. This thing is an absolute beast. It's so fast, too. The full auto feature on this thing. Here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan of full auto pistols in the first place because on regular walk-on fields, you almost never use them. However, I play Milsoms, and sometimes having the ability to have that full auto burst that literally goes is kind of a nice deterrent. It tells the enemy team, hey, fuck off, right? It is a very, very cool pistol to have at your side. It's heavy, for sure. It's full metal construction as well. This thing's a heckin' chonker. But lower accessory rail as well, so you can put flashlights, lasers, whatever you decide. These perform great. I still have one. I still run mine. It is an absolute beast, and I love it. Okay, let's see. Let's keep scrolling up. Make sure I'm not missing any more questions. It's on my desk. All right, let's keep scrolling down to the most recent questions. And if you guys haven't already, please make sure to go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Really helps out beat those YouTube algorithm gods, because YouTube really does not like anything airsoft related, unfortunately. Really sucks, because we put a lot of effort into our stuff, but YouTube just... It is what it is. Nothing can do anything about it. But again, all your viewership really helps us out. So much appreciated for you guys. But if you want to go ahead and support the channel directly, make sure to place all your orders through Airsoft GI. Remember, any $50 order placed before 5 p.m., you get 5 chances at any $100 airsoft gun order that you place before 5 p.m. will also get you 10 entries. Don't miss out. Let's see what you think. Okay, let's keep scrolling down here. Okay. Sup, fuzzy head. What's going on, man? So set your airsoft pistol got stolen. Yeah, it happened. We literally went to what was it? We went to Tax City in our area, Dominic, and we went to eat after. It was a long night, man. Like, cause I remember this is when Tax City used to open like late. I remember. I think we stayed till like literally like when they were shutting down. And we left, and it was like maybe 1:30, maybe close to 2 o'clock in the morning by the time we finally got to his house, and we're like, all right, let's just go to bed. We didn't unpack anything. Unfortunately, that was kind of on us. You know, we didn't unpack anything. We just went straight to bed, and the next morning, the car was stolen. Bro, it was terrible. I felt so terrible. I wanted to cry for him. Fuck my airsoft stuff, right? I just felt bad that my buddy's car was stolen, right? Eventually, he did get it back. They found it. I think they stole the wheels off that thing, if I remember correctly. But all the airsoft stuff, yeah, they took all that shit, which really sucks. Really, really sucks. But eventually, we were able to go ahead and get our collection back up to where it is now. And now we know, anytime we have airsoft stuff in our car, immediately unpack it. Comes from American Airsoft Dude. What is a good Lancer AK-47? I mean, pretty much all of their the Lancer AKs are going to be solid. They're going to be using just a standard version 3 gearbox. If you're looking for a 47 or like AKM style, here we can take a look. AK 47. Actually, I think it would have been better if I typed the brand. Yeah, let's go. Tactical AK. There you go. It's funny on this the upcoming video that I believe it's going to be airing next week when we're comparing or talking about my personal pick for the top airsoft guns under $200. Believe it or not, there were I believe 2 AKs that I actually put on there. One of them was from Lancer, one of them is actually not. But there's a couple different options that you can get. If you're looking specifically for a 47 or like an M. I mean, there's plenty of like 74s that they do offer right now. I don't think currently they're making as many. I know they do make some, but I don't think they're making as many 47s or like AKMs at the moment. Let's see here. I think my personal favorite at this moment would actually be this guy. Yeah. Actually, let's go LT10. Is it that one? There's a couple different versions of it, I think. LT-10T. Yeah, one of these guys. Okay, no, hear me out. Right? I get it. You know, these aren't the newest things in the world. These are quite old, and I do mean old, but I gotta say, I actually really dig these. I think out of all the like more affordable AKs that you can get, this is probably one of my favorites, just because again, it's unique, right? This, oddly enough, and I remember, and I'll even say it. You can hear me quote it now. Like I quote in the video too that it oddly reminds me of the like custom AK that Travis Haley built a long time ago. Do you guys remember that like AK that he built out? That was like super cool. It's had pretty much the exact same Picatinny like quad rail setup that he has here. I was really a fan of that AK. I thought it was super cool, right? And bear in mind, this is coming from a guy that likes, you know, your classic AK-47s, classic AKMs, and I was actually like really impressed with this. I love the ambi charging handle that you get on this, the retractable stock. One thing I will say, they could have just made it rear wired, but they still made it top wired. I don't know why, but you know, there it is. And for $163, under $200, that ain't bad. But if you're asking me for the best AK right now, best bang for your budget, would probably be the Kalashnikov USA AK. Kalashnikov USA AKs. Oh, dude, they're on a shocker. Dude, you gotta jump on this. You have to jump on this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All right, let's take a look at one. Right, the KR104S, triangle folding stock, short barrel. Polymer construction with, oh dude, it's so nice, it's so cool. Like, you gotta go ahead and jump on this, right? Like, this is absolutely like the bee's knees, the cat's pajamas, if you will, right? And we've actually torture tested these, and these actually hold up very, very well, very, very well. We've like abused one of these bad boys and lit it on fire for so long. It still shoots, man. Absolutely still shoots. I would 100% recommend picking one of these bad boys up. I know it's not a 47 or an M, but if you're asking me about the best AK right now, yeah, definitely that one. Okay, this one comes from Maxon. Do you recommend flipped magnifying optics for M4s for outdoor games, or is it overkill? That's honestly really all up to you, Maxon. I know, Amy, you're saying it's overkill. Honestly, I like to say it's entirely up to your judgment. I would say flipped magnifier, or like magnifiers. If that's your question, again, it's like flipped magnified optics. It's kind of, if you're asking like magnifiers specifically, I personally don't really like the idea of using magnifiers, just because again, I like one optic for one thing. Like, if I want to see further down range, yeah, I would use my optic. But you know, generally speaking, I also do a lot of point shooting. Like, I'll literally just thumb over bore, and I've gotten really familiar with where my shots are going to land. Even on my DMRs, I can use them in like when I need to in a CQB environment when I'm a little bit closer to range. You know, I still know where exactly, however I point my gun, I know exactly where that BB is going to land. And I'm pretty dang effective with it, oddly enough, because again, I do get really familiar, and I train with that gun a lot, especially like my Scar H, on most of my guns, even my 249. I'm like very confident in like being able to get shots on a target. Like if I'm, especially in a certain range, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I know I can dead center hit him right here. I know I can get a couple headshots here. Not that I intentionally do go for headshots, but I know I could if I wanted to. For flipped or for like magnifiers or stuff like that, I don't personally really see the point for me. But again, that could be up to individual preference, right? You very well could still be, hard using your optics for CQB, and then if you want to get a target further out, especially in an outdoor setting, flipping the magnifier on could be very helpful. Again, I'm just not that person, but for you, you do you, man. Absolutely, you do you. Don't let anyone tell you any different. If you like that, then go for it. Sure it makes this anything. Just ordered a bunch of stuff from you guys. Thanks for getting shipped out so quickly. Hopefully my mystery box is something good. Brendan Harder, you are 100% going to be a fan of what you get in your mystery box. I guarantee it, man. And we try our best to get stuff shipped out as soon as we possibly can. A lot of times it, every once in a while we can get a slight delay. It ultimately depends on where we're getting the item from. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but especially with mystery boxes, we try our best to make sure that we're on top of it. So we appreciate all you guys' patience when it comes to that. We do our best to make sure that we are on top of it. Even though we are a small team, I know that I have full faith in my team, like to kick ass and get orders shipped out as soon as possible. So it means a lot that you say that. Totally for real. Yeah, a limit is probably a good idea because I played against Alphonse once and his gun was def 40 RPS. I mean, again, it depends on the field rules, right? Depends on the field rules and the event organizer if they even want to have limits in the first place. I actually, believe it or not, I've met Alphonse like a couple times and we've talked like several times. We're actually like pretty cool with each other. We actually started talking about like disciplines when it came to, like techniques when it came to like running an LMG effectively. Because we actually got into like firefight like once at Wildlands, and I was this was one of those games where like I remember going by myself, with like maybe one other coworker who doesn't work at GI anymore, but we went there once with him, and it was just us, and we were kicking ass that day. I don't know what it was, and oddly enough, on the other team was Alphonse and a couple other like Airsoft influencers as well, like Jet Desert Fox. And I was talking to them, they were fine, having a good time. But when we were playing, I was just mowing them down. Especially Alphonse, like I just kept going back and back, and I kept getting them, and I was like, oh man, this is freaking cool. I wish I could record it, right? I wish I could have taken a picture with him too, because he came up to me after. He's like, oh, are you the guy with the LMG on the other team? I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh man, you're absolutely killing it. And I was like, dude, you're like almost like my Airsoft hero, man, because like he was the reason that I got into LMGs in the first place. I've always loved him, but I never made the commitment to it, because I always thought it was too impractical. And then I saw him do it, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go all in. But it was cool. It was really, really cool. It was funny, too. He's like, oh, yeah, you're the guy from Airsoft GI. That was kind of a really surreal moment there. But it was cool. But, yeah, I know what you're talking about. His guns, oh, yeah, they are scary. Sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, I think you should be caught up on the most recent questions. Or the most questions there. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to the most recent question. Guys, make sure, again, 20th anniversary mystery box. Order one and get 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. This prize list speaks for itself, especially when it's only at $174.98, automatic free shipping. And again, those 10 entries into the giveaway, 10 chances of winning $600 extra, right? Not only that, any order $50 or more placed before 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time will get you 5 entries. You want to know the trick that a lot of the mods and returning customers do? Gift cards or gift vouchers. They will spend the money, get themselves a gift voucher, maybe even place multiple orders. If they know what gun they're going to buy, place multiple orders for the gift vouchers, get multiple entries in, take advantage of all the promos, and then the next day, business day, when vouchers clear, right, they get the announcement and they're able to go and spend their money. That's more extra entries when they place the order. I'm just saying, definitely a good idea to take advantage of all the promos that we got going on. Remember, if you want to pick up the Airsoft gun now, by all means do it. Any Airsoft gun order that's $100 or more, placed before 5 p.m. You only got, what is that? Like 20 minutes exactly. And within the next 20 minutes are going to be getting 10 entries. But you only have 20 minutes before the end of the live stream. So make sure you take advantage right now. Remember, click on the sale page. We have plenty of discounted items available right now. And the timer is real. Once the timer runs out, that is it. What do you got? G&G, you got Tokyo Marui, you got LCT, you got Classic Army, WeTech, right? A lot of goods. Elite Force, VFC, the MP7, the 416. A lot of good stuff here is going to be discounted, which you don't want to miss out on. So make sure you place your orders. Okay, let's scroll down to the most recent questions. Yeah, and if you guys haven't already, Stitch, good idea. Remember, coupon code GEAR to get up to 20% off all tactical gear. That is ending very, very soon. Coupon code upgrade as well for any internal upgrade components. Let's see here. Amy Matthews Mudwill, opinions on the Max 9. I personally haven't had too much experience with it. Again, I'm not a big fan of their pricing, but I mean, it seems like an okay pistol. Again, I would have to get a little more experience with it, though, to see if it's truly worth it. Totally for real, do you have a PP19 in stock? Do we have a PP19 in stock? Absolutely, we do. You guys didn't... I'm going to go and let them know. Let's see here. Arcturus PP19. Arcturus PP19. Take your pick. Take your pick, right? Now, if you want the more traditional Vitiaz, we do have the Vitiaz PP19 here. There's going to be the PE model with the Perrin MOSFET already pre-installed. You're also going to be getting 13-to-1 gear set and a high torque motor. So this thing's going to be hella snappy, pretty damn fast when it comes to the rate of fire. If you guys haven't seen our shooting videos, it's insane. And you do get the programmability with the Perrin MOSFET. It's very fucking cool, right? If you want the PPK20, right? We have that one available as well. We also have the Vitiaz available in the with the Z-Tac furniture, right? So if you wanted all that not Zenico style furnishings on there, absolutely, this is definitely the one to go with, right? Especially in the CQB configuration. But if you want it a little bit longer, maybe a carbine length, we do have the SP1 Z-Tac carbine PE as well available. This thing is absolutely beautiful. This one, believe it or not, is the most popular one. We have been selling this one like crazy. And these are very limited edition. Once these sell out, that's it. These aren't coming back. Maybe in a slightly different version. Maybe no Z-Tac style next time. Or maybe they might have a different MOSFET. Who knows, right? But these are going to be limited run, so make sure that you place your orders for these while you can. If you guys haven't seen them already, our YouTube video overview of the Arcturus models actually premiered yesterday on our main YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out. Boaz likes to go in-depth about these guys, and he actually has a rep from MOS, who is supposed to be like the parent company for Arcturus. They come in and they actually talk about all the Arcturus models, so definitely worth checking out. Let's go ahead and keep scrolling down. Dominic Nunez, do you have helmets? Absolutely, we have helmets. Oh, I want to go and give a shout out, looks like, to Augustus with the 10 entries. Got themselves the extra entries into the shopping spree giveaway. They got themselves 10 chances of winning. That's extra $600 for them, guys. Make sure you take advantage. Patrick with the $5 or with the 5 extra entries, guys. We got some people taking advantage. Not as many though. So again, now is definitely the time to place your orders. You only got. See, what is that? 17. You only got 17 more minutes left of the live stream before it ends, so these promos are going away. So make sure you take advantage while you can and get as many entries and as many chances at winning the $600 giveaway. Absolutely. So in order to find helmets go on to tactical gear, you're going to scroll down to... let's see where... I think I missed it. There you go. Gear hits, plate carriers, face masks, we'll see what goes. There you go. Replica helmets and accessories. I always miss it for some reason. You're going to see a wide variety of different helmets that are available, ranging from multiple different price points. It's all going to be up to what you think is cool and what you like. So, yeah. Need a good tracer, Bread Savage. Need a good tracer for the PP19 CQB Vitiaz. Any suggestions? For the PP19, let's see here. How much is the Arcturus? See how much space you get rail-wise. Okay, so you got your threads are going to be exposed. Okay, cool. All right, just wanted to make sure it wasn't. For tracer units, there's going to be a wide variety of tracer units. If you go accessories, go on to, where are they? Tracers and tracer BBs. Click here. And it should give you all the tracer units that we have available right now. Now, personally, if you want my opinion, what I think would look dope on that one would actually be this one. There's Tactical AK Style 1 tracer unit. I think that'd look really, really sick. This one is going to be kind of like a Spitfire style, so it will have the simulated muzzle flash every time a BB comes through. There's 3 modes on it. You get the tracer only, tracer and flame unit, or if you just wanted the flame effect only and not the tracer mode, if you didn't want to run tracer units with it, so you still get that simulated muzzle flash. It's freaking cool. It's freaking sick, and it's discounted right now to $69. Nice. Yeah, I would 100% recommend this guy. I think that'll look sick on the PP19. But obviously, it's all a matter of individual preference. If you wanted to go with something else, maybe something kind of like, if you want something smaller, you can definitely go with this, right? The Bravo Mini Tracer unit. Very, very small, like ridiculously small, right? 14mm counterclockwise threads. Yeah, rechargeable internal battery. Pretty basic. Nothing too fancy going on over there. This is not a Spitfire style, but again, if you didn't really care for it, you're saving yourself a little bit of money there. I actually am a big fan of the Bifrost Tracer units. This is one that I really want. This is the heat gradation, or like the rainbow effect model. But all the Bifrost units, this one included, this is a special edition model with collab with Lancer Tactical. This one is going to offer the Spitfire like simulated muzzle flash, but it comes in an RGB spectrum, so you can choose what color you actually want it to be. If you wanted to have it like rotate the different colors, you can absolutely program it for that, which is really dope. It's really, really cool. I would say, since you got yourself the PP19, I'd say might as well, like, again, just continue being a baller and get yourself this one. But again, entirely up to you, bro, whichever one you want to go with. I'm just saying, and if you think $50 or more, and you get yourself 5 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. Sure, I'm not missing anything. They stole my battery and guns that night. Sucked. Yeah, dude, I remember when that happened. That freaking sucked, man. American Airsoft, dude. I'm thinking about the AK-105 or the 47 Underfolder. Both of them are a vibe, my guy. I actually, out of all the 47s, while the traditional stock is definitely like the king, I would say what's really slept on is the underfolding stock. I really like underfolding stocks. I think those are so cool. Bear in mind, if they are the older Lancer Tactical ones, they are solid. They are a standard version 3 gearbox, so I would recommend maybe building those out. The battery compartment on those is not going to be the best. If they come included with a battery and charger, the battery that you get out of the box sometimes might not fit. Sometimes it's too thick. I don't understand why that they include that battery with it, but just keep that in mind, and I'd recommend maybe going for a thinner, a 7.4 stick LiPo battery, and a balanced charger with it, of course. Bridger Miller, hey, so I got a 20th anniversary mystery box. What would be the chances to get a gun? So you are guaranteed to get an airsoft gun with the 20th anniversary mystery box. Here's the thing: with the mystery boxes that we do, you are guaranteed what we promise you, right? So this is the prize list. You are going to be winning something off of this prize list, guaranteed. It's not like you're going to pay for it and then you're not going to get anything. You are going to be getting a gun off of this list, so don't worry there. Now, which one? It's completely random. You could end up being the guy that wins, right, the most expensive prize on here. You could end up winning the Banff Cobalt Kinetics M4, or like the 240, or even the Arcturus limited edition PP19s, right? That could very well be you. But again, you're going to have to wait and find out, man, but I know you're going to be happy with it. Make sure I'm not missing anything. This one comes from Arias. Foregrips don't get a lot of love. What do you enjoy foregrips? I do enjoy foregrips, actually. I think I have a preference for sure, and obviously it's like optics, right? Some people like this, some people like that. It's all going to be a matter of individual preference. Different strokes for different folks, if you will. However, my personal favorite would probably have to be like the AFG style, or like angled foregrips, like the traditional like Magpul style, or that kind of bulkier one. Like here, I'll show you AFG. Right? Oh, I need a good massage, honestly. Oh, and I still gotta go to the gym after this. Oh, dang. I'm gonna be sore as hell. Yeah, something like one of these bad boys, right? Just something like this, something basic. I know it's a little bit chunkier than some of the more like minimalist like hand stops and barricades, but I don't care. I really like the angle foregrips. I think their design is just absolutely solid. And if you really think about it, the front end here does kind of serve as a barricade stop as well. It's what I've used it at Milsim events as well when I just want to, have it like something barricading against a door. I'll usually use the front end of the angled foregrip, and it does its job. It does the job very well. There are many different variations and styles of this, but for $950, like, yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, it's 100% worth it. It's just so comfy. This one is specifically designed for Picatinny. However, there is, where are they? Yeah, these guys, the Atlas Custom Works. Again, Atlas Custom Works, ACW, putting in that work, man. Putting in that work. They're going to be compatible with both, or should I say all three, Picatinny, Keymod, and M-Lock, the three most popular rail systems right now. That's really dope. That's really cool that they come included with the mounting hardware for all 3 rail systems. That's sick, right? I would want $13. That's nothing. Pick up maybe this and maybe like a bag of BBs. You got yourself a $20 entry. This and maybe a few other things to get yourself $50 or more. And you get 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. You only have like 10 more minutes left of the stream, guys. Only 10 more minutes to make sure you place your orders. And again, get as many chances of winning the $600 shopping spree giveaway. Don't miss out. All right, let's keep scrolling up. But yeah, that's just me when it comes to foregrips. I'm a big angled foregrip guy, but really ultimately depends on who you ask. Ruben Moreno, recommendations for a holster for a Sand Viper. Ooh, interesting. For me, my go-to holster for any airsoft pistol there we go. I misspelled it. It would be the Ammo Max multi-fit holster. Right-handed? Yeah. Yeah, the multi-fit right-handed holsters are solid, right? These, I've put in so many different platforms of pistols in here. I put Glocks of different sizes. I've put 1911s. I've put the high Kappas. I've put the Pit Vipers in here as well. I put the Alpha. I put a damn Deagle in this bad boy, and they all fit. Now, obviously, you will need to adjust the screws here, both 0.1 and 0.2 right here, to get it to fit whatever like girth you might be working with. But yeah, it'll work with what you have, man. That's what I would suggest. This one comes from Te Rees. Hello, I've got a question regarding an Action Army Army Armament. I don't know why I said Action Army. Every time I see AA, I think Action Army. Army Armament R604. Just received mine, however, it's experiencing some pretty bad gas leakage. Tried replacing the O-rings, but I've had no luck with it. Any tips? What I would suggest, it also depends on where it's leaking from. I'm assuming, like, obviously the magazines, but with this, I'm not too sure what actually might be going on there. Maybe either just the fill valves need to be tightened down, or maybe the base plate screw needs to be tightened down. What I would suggest is to Riz, when you order from us, obviously you're going to be getting an order number. DM us directly, Instagram, Facebook, or even our Discord server. DM us directly with your order number. We can take a look at it, and maybe if anything, show us a video of where it's leaking from. That way we can give you some recommendations as to what it might be. Those are usually easy fixes, but again, just to help us so we can actually see the issue for ourselves. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, should be good. Let's scroll down to the most recent questions. Awesome, thank you. No worries, man. Thomas Brightman, hi. I'm looking to spend around $500 on an M4 platform. Any suggestions? Ooh, man. Okay, so honestly, there's a lot of guns that can be up in that price point, but if you're looking for performance, like absolute best performance, 100% would recommend MGC4 Mark II, man. MGC4 Mark II. You cannot go wrong with that, right? The base models are going to be available in both black and bronze, and the solid black variation. We do have some more on pre-order right now, but what I would suggest, let's see, let's pull it up right now, see if I can find it. Yeah, I would 100% recommend this. Go ahead and get the Performance Plus package, so that way you get a pre-installed Unicorn Type 4 inner barrel in this bad boy. Holy shit. This thing, like, first of all, it was already, like, had good range and accuracy, but this absolutely takes it to the next level. 100% would recommend picking up the Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark II, especially because at 357, dude, it's worth it. Like, absolutely. Here's the thing. We had a hand in designing this gun, right? We knew what we wanted to put in here. We wanted snappy trigger response, wanted a fast rate of fire, then especially compared to like other guns out in the market, right? Accuracy and range, right? The 4 main like points we wanted to cover. This helps us solidify the 4 main points, right? So this is like your best like high performance AEG that you can get honestly out of the box. I 100% would recommend. If you have that much money, get this and a battery and a charger for it. 11.1 LiPo, 1,100 milliampere stick, and a LiPo balance charger, and you're set, bro. You are good to go, right? That's 100% what I would recommend. Pick this up, right? And you're going to be getting yourself actually 10 entries in the shopping spree, but only for like the next 5 minutes. So you got to place your order like right now, bro. Okay, make sure I'm not missing anything. I use a G&G stubby foregrip like a hand stop on my long boy M4. It also doubles as a monopod or barricade stopping. Hey man, like that's what Cisco does too. Even on his vertical grips, he uses like the regular longer style vertical grips. He uses those like a barricade stop too. That works, or a hand stop. You know, you can 100% find a use, multi-purpose your foregrips that you own, right? It's all really individual preference, because even then, not everyone holds their foregrips the same way. See, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, this one comes from Bread Savage. What mag pouches do you suggest for the PP19 mags? Ooh, actually, I would suggest going with. Let's type in SMG pouch. Oh, my neck. I actually do need a massage. If you wanted something, what I would personally go with, I'd go with one of these bad boys. All right. I would recommend these, right? Order one of these and this listing, and it's actually going to get 2 magazine pouches. You're going to get 2 of these bad boys. I'd recommend picking this up. They should fit in there, actually. They should fit the PP19 style magazines. And $20, that's like nothing, bro. I'd say get 2 of these on your set. Even though like foliage might not be everyone's favorite color, I really like the foliage, actually. But if you didn't want foliage, just rattle can them. Just rattle can them. It's that simple, right? That's what I would go with. Now, if you want like a nylon one, maybe like a triple shingle or something, I would say go with this guy, the Condor Outdoor Triple SMG Molly Pouch. That should work too. They come in a variety of different colors as well: black, coyote, navy blue, OD green. The only one's not available is tan, but again, you can work without it. And these are going to be definitely secure because they have a buckle in there on top. In addition to, I think that's their main like locking point. Is just going to be a buckle on there. But yeah, it's going to be nice and secure in there. It should fit as well. Or you can go with these individual Lalex shingles, individual mag pouches. They should work as well, but they are a little pricey considering you're only getting one, so that's the only downside for it. All right, guys, 3 more minutes left of the live stream. Make sure you take advantage of the promos. Remember, any $50 order placed before 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you get yourself 5 chances of winning. Any $100 airsoft gun order that you make before 5 p.m. will get you 10 entries, so order now. Willow Cat. What threads does the MGC4 Mark II have? I really like expressors. 14mm counterclockwise threads. 14mm counterclockwise threads. That's going to be pretty standard, but that's what the MGC4 Mark II is going to be rocking with. So you got thoughts on spending near $2,000 on a custom full skeletonized M4. Just the externals are costing 90% of the external parts are made from aerospace. Personally, I would never spend that much when it comes to an airsoft gun. Again, that's just me because I know I'm going to spend the money on putting in the parts that I want to. But, I mean, hey, man, if you have the means, Soiga, then by all means, go for it, bro. Go for it. This big show, do you deliver to Canada? Absolutely we do. We ship internationally. Friend looking for $500 M4 with decent RPS. Any suggestions? Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark II, baby. Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark II. Like, freaking hella fast rate of fire. Yeah, you honestly can't beat it. It's like literally the jack of all trades, the best value, high-end AEG that you can get, and outperforms so many other guns at a more expensive price point, right? And this thing is so much more affordable than all the other guns, right? 100% would recommend this. I don't. This one comes from Totally For Real. What would be the best helmet cover that I could put on a Velcro pouch on the back, and preferably in Ranger Green? I don't think currently we have any Ranger Green helmet covers yet. That is something that I would definitely like us to get in, start getting more of. Is some more Ranger Green stuff because I love Ranger Green as a plate carrier color, helmet color. I think it's a really cool color in general. But I don't think we have any right now. Because it also depends. Type in helmet cover and you should find a few. Just make sure it's compatible with that type of helmet. Because remember, there's multiple different types of helmets. If it says anything for like a airframe, obviously I wouldn't recommend that. If you have like a bump style helmet, well, it just depends. Trying to miss anything. Best pistol carbine, ARP9 or something else. Definitely not the ARP9 in my opinion. The ARP9 is actually one of my least favorite pistol caliber carbines or PCCs out there, Martin. My personal favorite would actually be, if you look at PCC specifically, I'd either go with the PXG9 or I'd go with the LT35. Yeah, the Battle X is going to be so much better than the ARP. The only thing the ARP has is that it's like pretty quick, right? Because I believe they're coming included with the Ifrit motor. But that's really about all it has going for it at the end of the day, right? This still, just like that one, it is going to be using a standard version 2 gearbox. It offers way more battery space. Way more battery space than the ARP ever could, right? The stock is going to be spring powered. Press a button, comes right out. Magazines are going to be readily available for it. You can use the Classic Army or even the PTS EPM pistol magazines for this as well. Plenty of M-LOK rail space on here. Yeah, and it's so much more affordable than the base ARP9. 100% would recommend this over that. All right, guys. Looks like that is going to be the end. Oh, let's see here. 3 escape artists ordered a 20th anniversary mystery box. 2 buys for us, so I don't get 15 entries. And do I need to provide order number and phone number? No. So the giveaway is going to be going down Thursday, so those entries will be counted into that. Okay, I'll answer this one. Have you ever fired a WeTech P90? Have not. I heard it has a little bit of problems with magazines, though. I'm not too sure. What is your recommendation for attach for the M110 style marksman's rifle? Get yourself a nice magnified optic, either like a short dot or like a rifle scope would be ideal. But again, you can put whatever you'd like on there, and maybe a bipod if you're into that. I'm a little more mobile, but if you want to be more stationary with it, bipod. Okay, I think... Okay, yeah, I think that's probably going to end up covering it there. All right, guys, thank you for joining me for another episode of the Storefront live stream. Thank you to everyone that chose to spend their free time hanging out with us, with the Mayo Gang, and for asking your questions. Again, I love answering as many questions as I possibly can. If you guys didn't get your questions answered, feel free to go ahead and DM us directly on Instagram, Facebook, Discord server. I'm usually on there fairly frequently. Make sure to ask away there, and I will try to help you out as best I can. And I'm also going to be streaming again. I'm actually going to be streaming again this coming Tuesday as part of my No Flight List live stream, where I have sometimes I'm able to get a special guest on, and we're able to go ahead and go back and forth and do a little interview, and then I'll also answer some Airsoft questions as well. And I also get special promotions out there as well when it comes to the shopping spree giveaway. More chances for you to win. But yeah, make sure to go ahead and place your orders for the 20th anniversary mystery box. You can still get the 10 entries if you order one. Just make sure you order it before the deadline of 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 18th. That is when the cutoff for the live stream is going to be. Remember, $174.98, automatic free shipping, and an insane prize list. You don't want to miss out, guys. Thank you again to everyone that decided to hang out with me. It means the world to me that you chose to spend your free time with me. Hopefully, I was entertaining enough and I was able to answer your guys' question. Again, feel